Hello and welcome back to Sailwind. Alright, so here we are. We are at Albacore Town, the bottom right, and we want to get to Gold Rock. Let's check the wind. Wind is currently heading in a northeastward direction. And we want to head northwest. So this will do us just fine. I think we should be good. We just take away our moorings. Is that what it's called? I don't know the terms, obviously. Remove our mooring ropes. Mooring, not morning. There's no N. And then I should be able to release. So I'm leaving at night, which is probably not wise. But it will allow us to sleep on the water. We do have enough time. We shouldn't have to. But the skies look clear. So that's good. Which is why I'm kind of choosing to do it. And the wind is in our favor. If we wait till morning, maybe we'll miss out on our opportunity. Or the wind will drastically shift. I'm not sure. Still can't remember if we've seen any like westward winds. So maybe the only way to really get back to west is like slowly making our way north and from like Big Rock or even the Academy and then sailing south. Not sure. Waiting for like an eastward wind and then sailing south. Something else that came to mind. You know, the big ships. I'm not sure, like we can fit into these little ports, right? So if you have like a really big ship, you probably can't come to these little ports. Oh shoot. That's why you don't sail at night. Help! We're good, we're okay. Seeing a lot of damage, just a little bit of scraping. Yeah, I wonder if you'd be like more limited to where you could go. So like Gold Rock City, and then you'd have to go to some of the other, you know, the local or the world maps, the different regions from like major port to major port when you got like a big ship that can take lots of cargo and stuff like that. For now, we can do these little runs. I feel like we got a pretty good load here. Maybe we're pushing it? Again, I don't know. Did I check the level after I loaded up this stuff? I don't think I did. It was too dark. So maybe we can do that when we get to the port. Alright, I should be able to maybe that down. Really paying attention. There's not much wind, so let's lower that a bit more, but keep it up a little so we can see. Luckily, Big Rock is fairly big. Gold. I keep saying big. It's Gold Rock because there's a big vein of gold in it. Oh, getting sleepy. Oh, hang on. I gotta pull that back. Let's raise it first so we don't smash it. Pull that back. Good. And we can release it again. And let it out. There we go. I think I can just see Gold Rock over there. Yeah, we're about to pass out, kind of. So, let's take care of our vitals. I don't know what happens if you, fail to sleep. Or, like, does it just force you to sleep? You just, like, pass out? Where's my food? This. That'll do. How's our lamp doing? 79. There she be. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, actually. That angle's not looking good. Probably have to do a course correction. Head this way for a while. And then we'll have to zig out that way again, as we have done in the past. This is pretty forgiving course, or direction that I'm doing. I could go a little steeper upwind, but I don't think I could get well enough that I could... no, maybe I can. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's try. Still the angle of approach. Yeah, like a dead zone I feel is this. Right? 12 o'clock. 1 o'clock. I think I should be good to just head a bit more. Right like so. As long as the wind doesn't shift too much, I think I'm good. And I'll probably keep the sail maybe at what it's at for the night. Maybe and raise it a bit. Oh god, okay. Yeah, I like our heading. Okay. Let's climb over our stuff and sleep. And I think we will get up, check everything out. Lose any cargo? Don't know, I think we're good. Wind. Wind check. Kind of northeast, mostly east. Or more so east. There's probably a way to... I should learn the proper term. Waves are a little beepy. Oh man, my word choice sometimes. But I don't see any water in our boat, so that's nice. My heading looks decent, though I'd like to course correct a little bit. I'd like to aim for that big rock, or the left side if I can. Because that'll allow us to like turn in. And we got some stuff we gotta avoid, right? Shallow waters. So ideally we want to sail in like that. I think our sail is okay. Positioning also okay. Heading okay. And it is coming dawn, but I'm gonna sleep some more, I guess. Yeah, I think so. Oh, we got a storm. Uh-oh. And we're heading right for it. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I think we just power into it, really. Not taking on any water yet, I don't think. Probably don't want our sail too far down, though, maybe? Or maybe we keep it low for now, and then we'll raise it. But I think we might be able... Let's check. Can we tell which way it's moving? Need a landmark. Let's watch it in relation to... Hello? Big rock. So if that gap is getting smaller... I don't love that. Being underwater there. But I think that's just visual. Not... What was that? Oh, we just took a lot of damage. Why? From what? Or is that like from me? Yeah, like what happened? I'm a little confused about that. That's intentional? Or accidental? Let me back. Because, yeah, we took a decent amount of damage just then. Kind of makes me want to reload, but I don't know. Because I feel like it was just maybe from my positioning with the boat or something. Similar to how I, like, capsized us the other time. I just heard it again. What is happening? Or is it just the weather? Like the seas. Let's just keep going. That's... I don't know. I'm gonna raise that up a bit. Turn that off. What is happening? Uh-oh. I don't know. Maybe our cargoes? Maybe we just got too much cargo? Or how rough the seas are? We look pretty damaged. And yeah, the storm is moving. I gotta... We're hitting the bottom. I think is what was happening. Which doesn't seem right, to be honest. Right? I think the water's jostling so much that we're bottoming out. That's that gray we're seeing. So it might be, yeah, we're just too heavy, but it also feels like the ground we shouldn't be able to do that. Like I prefer that we sink, right? In that situation. But it could be just that we're overloaded too. So I'm gonna try to just carry on. Most of our earnings might go to repairing the boat. Again? I think that's what happened. Either that or we reload and try again. I'm gonna try, just see. Okay, we're back here to right before we slept. Now it might be such that because I did that, like the weather won't happen. So I might have just cheesed it, unfortunately. But we're gonna repeat. Set a course. Our heading looks decent enough. So long as I'm moving, which I don't know if I am yet. We are indeed moving. Let's double check everything. Looks okay. Our course heading looks good. Yeah, I'm not sure how they do the weather. It could be like random events, and if I load back before that random event occurs, it might choose a different weather system this time around. A different roll of the dice. But I don't know how it's programmed or anything like that. Or if like the weather's predetermined to an extent that reloading won't change it. But I'm not sure, like, I'm gonna do the same thing again, just so I don't use, like, predictive knowledge to avoid the storm. But we're gonna get out again. Adjust our heading. Do it again. I don't see a storm yet. Although maybe that's the beginning of a storm. Just kind of some dark skies, but that could just be, like, morning. Morning and night variants. But it does seem odd to me that we could bottom out like that. Also, I like my heading still. Yeah. So I'm just going to go right back to bed. As we did. Yeah, it seems odd that you can bottom out the boat. It's not even just that we bottomed out, it's like the waves revealed the bottom of the ocean. But I guess that could be, like, if you're in, shallow seas during turbulent times of the ocean, you could maybe hit the ground. So that's not necessarily, like, unrealistic. I was just not expecting that to be a thing that we could do when we're out there, but maybe that makes sense. Which I don't know what we'd do to avoid that. Other than, we are pretty heavy, but, if the ground is revealing itself, it doesn't really matter how heavy we are. Okay, good. We got the storm again. Well, I say good. I think what I'm gonna do is just drop anchor, maybe. Or not even drop anchor, just float. You could still see the town we left. We're not that far. But yeah, like... Did we? I guess so. Like, the ground's just here. So maybe? That's cool. Am I drowning? Some nice music. Might have the music going normally quite low. No, there's no specific music. So the calls of the sirens calling us down to die. Let's just watch the storm. There's that weird anomaly again. The flying circle. I assume it's something that's not supposed to be rendered. Currently is being rendered. No, it's coming for us. Sail. Oh. Yeah, I'm upwind. Maybe I shouldn't have stopped. Turn. So we're taking on some water here, but that's, I just think, from rainfall. Okay, I think we've caught some wind, maybe? I am going to go a little bit more off. Yeah, so we did get the storm again, but the direction did change. I don't feel like we're going to hit the bottom this time. Let me know if you have more experience in this game than I. More familiar with that stuff. If that's just a thing that can occur, and if that's intentional, or if that's just... maybe the ground's set too low, or not low enough. Or if that's just the cost of being out in the ocean, is you will get your boat bashed. But I can't imagine if you had a bigger boat. You'd be more likely to hit the bottom, wouldn't you? Okay, I think we're okay. Well, we undid the damage, I guess. Well, didn't speak so soon. Yeah, the wind has changed, though. I gotta be careful, actually. I think I'm about to head upwind. So we might have to change our course. Oh, let's pull that up. Don't like how much we're tipping. What's that called? Reefing? Don't want to reef. Okay, our provisions. Now that we got a minute. Yeah, gotta change course, I think. For that, I gotta head that way. Might be the way to do it. Ooh, scary. Yeah, I kind of want to do that. Let's pull this up. Pull that in. Just lower it a bit now. I didn't know it was already pulled in. And let's turn. Uh-oh. This is where I feel like we're gonna hit the bottom again. I mean, the direction of the storm moves is probably like the direction of the wind, right? Okay, let's see, wind check. Nope, I can turn a bit more. Probably that. Yeah. Let's get a heading of the wind, actually. Practically east. So it's probably we want to do that. All right. Oh Lord, scary, scary. Okay, I think we're okay. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a 45, isn't it? That we're going to the wind, or not quite. 30 degrees. The wind is traveling mostly east. Is it mostly east? Oops. Slightly south. So yeah, it's traveling most this way is the wind. So I could turn a little bit more. It's probably cutting it close or too much. Might have lost the wind. Did I overdo it? Looks like there's still some wind. Hard to tell if we have a wake, given how turbulent these seas are. Yeah, I feel like I might have overdone it. Yeah, looks like it. So I gotta get turned. See which way the boat's moving. Okay, yeah, that works. Now I feel like I should, well, cut back in a little bit here. I'm curious. Can you bail water with a mug? That'd be funny. I do feel like we are like at capacity or maybe over capacity with cargo, but okay, yeah, I think I gotta change course again. So we're moving away. Okay, that's full. That should be okay. Still pretty close, actually. Maybe I did that too soon. We're okay, maybe. Yeah, barely. Barely getting any wind. Don't overdo it. I think I did it. Turned too much. Lost the wind. Okay, I think we're about to catch it again. There we go. Alright, I think I just gotta not get too greedy with it. I'll have to do another course correction later. We'll get closer. Okay. Just stick with that. I think we still got like a day's travel to get there. It's almost nighttime again. Whew. Spend the day battling the storm. $75 gold, hey? What do we figure out? What's the exchange rate? Seems like 100 gives you 2 golds, roughly. So, that is what? That'd be 3,500? Roughly? 35, 37, 38. 4 grand, 35 to 3,500, 44 grand, somewhere around there. Oh, I did it again. Yeah, I think we'll just have to ziggy-zag it. That's where we came from. I think we're a little over halfway. Maybe 2/3. And still 2 days. Well, I think I should just keep sailing this way, and then course correct back. I'm looking on the forums about bottoming out. I do see someone reporting it back in October 2025. Someone responds that it happened to them 2 years back. It sounds like it's more common in this region that it occurs. So it might just be a unintentional thing. We can assume we're just sailing in shallow waters, I guess, you know, coral reefs and whatnot, and that you can indeed hit them during stormy times. Or we just treat it as a bug and we reload when it happens, if it happens again. Well, I feel like I should probably sleep. We'll raise the sail, part way. I've got a pretty generous angle. I feel like I'm going to have to course correct anyways, so I don't want to hit Gold Rock. So I think I'll just adjust a little bit more. And probably go try to get some sleep. A bit more. Yeah, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to look at the angle between the flag and the boat to get a kind of a rough idea. It's like I feel like I'm sailing just slightly off 90. Less than 90 at the moment, which makes me feel like I could correct a little bit more, but again, I don't want to hit Big Rock. I'd rather sail past it if I sleep too long. So, do that. Good night. Oh my, yeah, should be good. Okay. Well, we're good. Still fair ways away. Getting closer. Wind's still going to prevent us from getting there. So I should probably just keep on sailing. Maybe just keep sailing through the night. We'll adjust our heading in the morning. I could adjust it a bit now, actually. Mostly just want to avoid hitting it. But also not get stuck upwind. Yeah, pretty good. Okay. Back to bed. Oh, maybe I'll go fish first. Rock-a-my captain. We're close. Alright, we did indeed sail past. And we should be able to sail back that way. Oh. Completely reverse. Or we keep sailing past. Yeah, I think we should do that. Keep sailing past. And then we cut back in when we're far enough beyond it. come in from the northwest, as we've done in the past. Should be able to adjust our heading a little bit though. Looks like 45 to me. Maybe even a bit more. So yeah, we're gonna be cutting back this way. I assume I'm doing this correctly. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's check our cargo. Do tomorrow. Looks okay. Sun is rising. It might be close. Getting closer. I like to err on the side of 90 degrees, to be honest. Alright, I do feel like I'd be able to turn now. So let's do it. I think I'm getting the hang of this a little bit. I keep this taut. I don't know if I want a full mast for turning though. Maybe half. When I do lose wind, it does seem like if I pull that to center, the wind will kind of push on the boat a bit, enough to turn it. And this helps so our mast doesn't like smash around if this is loose, right? So, whoops. Try that. Is that okay? Did I overdo it? No, looks good. Release the sail. Release, I say. Alright, we did okay. Yeah, plenty of wind. Quite 90, but got enough. We're looking good. Looks like we're drifting to the left. Can I see if I... I duck right here. Can you kind of see? So what is our payday going to be? I already forgot. Our trade receipts. Dates, right? 41. What were we going to profit? I feel like we're going to get 60 on each of them. Roughly. So that'd be like 220. Quite another 80 on top of that too. So like maybe 300? I think we make it. Count our coins before we have them. Yeah, gold. Big gold rock. The name is fitting. Alright, I am seeing some land there, though. Actually, so we probably want to head this way first. And then we'll cut in. It's really hard to see. Yeah, I think that'll do. The wind is still okay, I think. Should probably pull that in a bit. Pull the sheet in. Tuck yourself in for bed. Yeah, I think so. Now I'm kind of looking at the sheet, but I guess it's the mast that we want to be looking at the angle, right? So let's review our notes. Oh, the wind. So we're kind of between 90 and 45 at the moment, but towards the wind. So it should be out. No, like it's showing like a curve. So to me, it's showing the sheet, not the mast. So I think we're okay. I must say I do like the models, the soft textures and stuff. Very pretty. We're looking good. Probably get into the port by nightfall, maybe? I still haven't paid attention to how long the days actually are. Should do that. All it takes is a watch, phone, or clock. But we've learned never to climb the mast again, right? I wonder if there's anything like can you climb up there? Or is it just like transparent like some of the buildings are? You just clip through them? I don't think that's the intention for you to explore land. Okay. Looks like we should be able to, yeah, just sail in there now. Ooh. Oops. Setting of the sun. I want to see what happens. Like, does it poof out of existence? Alright, let's just raise that all the way up. Ideally we want to stop close to the trading post, or whatever it's called. God, we're moving fast. Yep, we're gonna hit. Oops. A little bit of rubbing. No. Came in a little hot. Alright. I don't know if that caused us any damage, though. A little bit of scraping. Seems okay. What happens if I go in the water with this? Nothing. Okay, I wanted to check the height. With all this cargo. Yeah, we're about one plank. A little heavier in the front, maybe? Or it's just the plank shallower? Yeah, looks like it. Oops. Thank God you can't, like, light your boat on fire. No, does this place close at night? Or can you trade at any time of the day? Any time of the day. Okay, 5 seafood, 5 dates, 5 goat cheese. Then we got our personal 4 sets of dates. I'm tempted to keep one for ourselves. So we're getting low on fish, and I assume we can eat dates. But let's check our log. Make sure we got everything. 5 dates, 5 seafoods, 5 goat, and 1 male. Have the male? Yes. All right. Okay, that's all of them. We are getting very tired. Just wondering if maybe we can make it to the inn. So we could trade our dates. There they are for 103. I'm definitely going to sell 3 of them. We'll keep 1 for now. Maybe we'll sell the other one too, but we won't open it yet. Let's go to the inn. If I can find my way there in the dark. I think it's this way. Greetings. 20 coins. Good morning. Fresh bun? Some goat cheese. Well, I have no way of holding anything, so I guess I could carry one out. It's like, is this a good deal? Should we take a piece of cheese? Sure. Probably shouldn't do that until I know what I'm doing with my money. I hear a buzzing noise. Do you hear that buzzing noise? You'll buy my cheese? How nice of you. I'm curious how, like, buying things individually compares to, Oh, can I not do that? How do I... Yeah. Yoink. Compared to, like, buying a crate. The crate doesn't really tell you how many's in there, does it? You don't know until you buy it? I guess that one says 16. All right. How much money do we have? 367. Okay, let's not accidentally buy something. Curious what tobacco does for us, but I think we're mostly after tools. Food manual. I mean, this is probably important. But I think our next stage will be like fishing for food and then selling the fresh fish. Not for our own consumption, so I kind of want to buy that and that. Buy fishing hooks. Doesn't say how many hooks. Nor do I know how many hooks it takes to fish. Candles, like that's... are we just going to replace our lantern then? It's buying a whole box of candles. Nice if they were like individual. Like, you could just buy a single candle. But maybe these prices aren't so bad once you have some income. So yeah, that and that is 68. Don't think we need furniture. I mean, we don't really have room for a big table. We could buy another small table, I suppose, but... Shh. People in the ceiling. So loud. This is coffee. We might need another water. And where did I missed the guy with the okra. That's right, same place as fishing. I feel like we should buy one of those just in case. So that 96, 108, 104, sorry. 120. Still don't know what that is. That's not part of my manual. Navigation manual. We could get... Eventually we want probably that chart as well. But I think we want to buy this. Yes? The moon is at... Oh, is that what it does? Okay, so it tells you how high from horizon you are looking. It gives you it in, like, precise degrees. Okay. Got it. And I wish we had a place to put stuff. Whoa. Other than just dropping stuff on the ground. But here we are. Like a chest or something? Or like a shelf? Guess we could get a shelf eventually. Alright, next up, fishing rod. Blink. I assume we can equip that. We can. Doubt we could equip a box. Let's try to buy this. I can equip that. And some hooks. 20 hooks. Yeah, so you don't know until you buy it. Can I equip that? No. That I can. How does this work? 100. Used for temporary hull. I assume we just use it. I assume it's kind of like a glue or something. A filler. So something we could try is just fishing here. Like just fish off the dock. See if we can catch any fish and sell them. Should move this here. Okay. This I would probably just leave on the table, I guess. Or not, you know, if it doesn't want me to. Hard to place where I want. Okay, you can go right here on the ground where you prefer to be. Put you on the table. Oh. Good enough. Let's see here. What's the wind look like? Pitiful. Pitiful eastern wind. That's what I'm seeing. Slightly northeast. So the wind's heading that way. Again, it's tricky to get anywhere. Could go south to maybe... Could maybe make it to Old Ankh. Not really. Maybe make it to the Alchemist Island. Not sure. Anyway, let's see if we can fish. It's getting late, so this will be the last thing we do. It's got a hook. Oh. Okay, right click. Yep. Oh, yeah. Guess we don't need bait. So I wonder if you can you fish while you're sailing? Or do you have to, like, stop only when you're anchored? Can you, like, fish out the back of the boat? And how does this work? Mm-hmm. Oh, do we have a fish? I don't know how to fish. Okay, I mean, everything's kind of one button, so right click, left click still drops it. Do I just hold right click? Is that like a tutorial option in the menu? I should probably have that enabled. Or can I reel? How do I fish? Show tutorial hints? Hint me at fishing. What was that? Not sure. Looks like we got something. Well, there's something on the reel at least. This definitely doesn't feel like how you do it. Come back, fishy. Okay, it's the mouse wheel. Okay, but I went too hard, I think, and I broke the line. Maybe? I broke the hook. How do I, like, fully bring it back in, though? I don't know. It's still like I'm fishing. How do I stop fishing? If I just let go of it? No? Okay, maybe just slowly bring it back up. Okay. Fish hooks. Strike seal. Fish hook. We got a new hook. Alright, I'm gonna try again. Sounds like you gotta be just gentle with this. Once the rod bends, I'm looking on Steam forums for some guidance. Seems like once it starts to bend like that, but we don't want to bend the rod too much. Or reel in too fast like I did before. Let the rod bring in the fish. So pull in some line. Let the rod flex back up. So it's the rod doing the pulling. I'm tempted just to spend a day fishing. I didn't pay too much attention to how bent the rod was last time before it snapped. Well, that seems to be the gimmick, or not the gimmick, but the method. Like, look, because you can replace the hooks It's the hooks that break, not the line. Look, the fishy. He's right there. He's so close. We got it. Now what? More? How do I get him off? Okay, right click. We got him. Let's sell him. Who wants to buy my fish? Will you buy my fish? 1. It's not very good at all. Yeah. Okay. I'm tempted just to store it then. A raw fish. We could also see if it spoils as an experiment. But we could do that. Stock up on some fish. Maybe if we bring it somewhere else, it'll sell for more. These people are like, yeah, we got plenty of tuna here. We don't want your tuna. But, yeah. Okay. That's fun. It's kind of, I like it. Interactive. I think I understand it now. Oh, I think part of the problem was I turned off, show controller hints. So that probably would have guided me better. Yeah, right-click use and stuff. I turned that off because I felt like I didn't need them anymore. Clearly, I was wrong. But yeah, we'll call it here. We are ready to set sail again. We'll have to check out the missions. Eventually, we probably want to try to sail to the Oasis place, maybe? Once we get some charting down. Once we can figure out where we are. I mean, this doesn't really, oh god. Longitude, latitude, latitude, latitude. Ah, but this one does. Okay. So it's for when you're traveling out of the region. You don't need it in this smaller region. But I do think... Okay, just don't buy it. Yeah, if we look down the bottom left there, Oasis. I do think we'd get far enough away that we might, you know, we're not going to be able to see anything. Even Gold Rock would probably get out of view. So getting to one of those islands, but that's kind of our long-term goal. Okay, just left click to put it back down. Thank you. I don't want to buy your stuff. Just want to look at your stuff. Let's look at the food manual. Pick up. Ah! Nutrition and food preservations. Guide for sailors. Oh, it does say spoilage. Okay. To stay healthy, you need to ensure your proper quantity of nutrients in your diet. Oh, that's not good. Oh, so we can't get scurvy. Look at that. Oranges. Proteins found in meat, fish. So we can't just eat anything we want. We're going to have to get some fruits and veggies. That's cool, I like that. To maintain optimal health, it is recommended to eat at least one fruit or vegetable per day and one piece of meat or fish every few days. With no protein or vitamins in your diet, you'll be able to survive for... Okay, we got 3 weeks. So that's what we're on right now, because we haven't had any fruit. We don't have to worry about it too soon, but soon-ish. I don't know how many days we're in. We'll check. The icon next to your hunger bar will show you your current nutrition status. Meat icon if you're missing protein. Orange if you're missing vitamins. Or cheese if you have enough. Okay. So currently we have cheese. All fresh food will spoil over time. This book will guide you through the various techniques you can use to preserve your food supplies in order to keep them edible for longer durations. I'm just going to read this, but feel free to say goodbye if you don't want to listen to me read. And we'll catch you in the next one. Fish and meat will spoil very quickly. It is usually not safe to eat them after about 1 day out in the sun. Okay, fruits and vegetables can last a bit longer, usually 3 to 4 days. Bread, cheese, and mushrooms can last even longer, sometimes up to a week. Using the following techniques can extend the life of your food for much longer. The 3 methods of preserving foods are drying, smoking, salting. Each has its advantages and disadvantages. This guide will help you choose the appropriate method for your needs. Drying is cheap and simple, commonly used for preserving fruits, vegetables, and breads, but will not be sufficient for meat and fish. Smoking is a good way to preserve meat and fish, but requires a heavy and expensive smoker and a large supply of firewood to fuel it. Salting is a quicker and simpler alternative to smoking. However, salted food will dehydrate you quickly when eaten. Salt is also often difficult and expensive to obtain. Drying. Simplest but slowest and least reliable method of food preservation. That's what drying is. Food left out in the open will slowly dry out by itself. Okay. But this natural drying process might not always be sufficient to prevent spoilage. Fast spoiling foods such as meat and fish will certainly rot before they dry out fully. Fully dried food will never spoil unless it is exposed to water. Okay. To speed up the drying process, you can cut your food into slices using a knife. The slices will dry faster than the whole item. That's very interesting. That's what those knives are for, I guess, that we saw. Another method of increasing the drying rate is placing your food on a drying rack. Food placed on drying racks will dry about twice as fast. You can combine the previous two methods by placing food slices on a drying rack to speed up the drying process even further. Smoking, commonly used for meat and fish. This method requires some patience and special equipment. You will need a smoker as well as some firewood to fuel it. The smoking process will usually take about half a day for a typical fish or meat, but after fully smoked, your food should never spoil. Okay. Smokers can fit several pieces of food at the same time, allowing you to save time and firewood. So probably more efficient to fill it. Smoking your food also cooks it in the process. To speed up the smoking process, you can first cut your food into smaller pieces using the slicing knife. All food can be smoked, but be careful. Food left in the smoker for too long can be burned. This especially applies to smaller items such as fruit or sliced food. Salting food is simple, but expensive method of preservation. Adding salt to fresh food will massively speed up its drying process. Salting is instant and does not require any special equipment or tools. However, the salt itself can be expensive. For preserving large items such as whole fish or pieces of meat, salting might not be sufficient. You will need to cut them into slices first to ensure they dry out fully before they spoil. Smaller foods will dry out quicker and require less salt per item. It also says it's like instant, right? Salting is instant. Anyway, be careful. Eating salted food will reduce your thirst. Thank you for letting me just browse and not have to buy that. I will probably buy it eventually. There's you go. Salt for preserving food, 200. I wonder how many uses. A stove. Okay, that's a smoker. Firewood isn't too bad. Drying racks. So I don't think we're here yet in terms of food stuff. I think we're just going to be buying our food until we get a bigger boat. I guess I should eat some fruit. Anybody selling fruit? We got plenty of meat. Oh, banana. Yeah, we can eat a banana. Keep it. By keep it, I mean throw it on the ground. Oh, there's a fishing rod there, and that's why I didn't see the fishing rod. That's not too bad. Well, I told everyone who'd left while I was reading that I wasn't going to do anything else, so I will check the trades and all that in the next time. Or next time, or in the next episode. Whatever combination of words makes sense to you, use those. Until then, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.